Hello, I'm Rebecca Flaherty, and today we're working on this last pattern from this current geometric series. We're making this wavy ribbon pattern with blend modes for a really funky 3D look. So for this one, as you can see here, we're going to start off in a 3600 by 4050 pixel canvas. So add a new canvas. Width is 3600 and height we're going to use 4050 pixels. Tap done on that one. You could also half that height if you wanted to use 2025 for the height if you're worried about running out of layers for this one. So we are going to grab just any kind of airbrush, smooth brush for this, and we're just going to start off by drawing a circle. So we're going to draw a circle, hold and tap to make it snap to a proper circle. Hopefully this is a perfect circle. Nope. 2519, 2518. Sometimes Procreate does this weird thing where it doesn't actually snap to a genuinely perfect circle. Let's have another go. Tap transform. There we go. Perfect circle this time. So we want to make this one 900 pixels by 900 pixels. And you want bilinear for your interpolation method and snapping and magnetics on for this. Let's just center that on the canvas for now. Fill another layer with color, tap transform, make this one 900 pixels by 900 pixels. So uncheck the ratio, 900, 900. And then snap that one so it comes halfway up that circle there. So this is our starting shape that we're going to use to make the pattern with. I'm actually going to alpha lock these and change them to a blue colour so that you can see the contrast of the orange lines on them a bit better. So group these together, tap transform, and we're going to snap this up into the top corner of the canvas like that. Then we're going to duplicate that again, tap transform, and snap this one to the edge of it to the middle of the canvas like that. Duplicate, tap transform, we're going to flip this one vertically, use it to fill that gap there. You should also have it snapping to the top and the middle of the canvas, and then use this one to fill that gap there as well, and snap that into the corner. So that should be your first row of shapes there, and if we swipe all of those, tap transform, you should see 3600 by 1350 there, if they're all lined up properly. If not, go back to snapping this one and then spreading them out again. So go back to this one here, duplicate this one and flatten it, and I'm going to invert the colour so we can tell which ones are which, and bring that one up to the top. I'm going to put a drawing guide on now so you can see a bit more clearly what's happening. Whoops. Tap on that one, not back out into the gallery, turn on drawing guide. I'm going to edit the drawing guide and I'm going to put a 225 pixel grid on here. Bring that up there. So you'll be able to see a bit more clearly what's happening here. So drag this flattened shape down, and we're going to snap this node here to the middle of the circle underneath, and you'll see it should snap to this grid line there. Although it's not snapping to the grid line, it's snapping to the circle, but you know, visually you'll be able to see where it's going to. So you want to snap the top of this to what is the middle of that circle underneath, like that. And then we're going to do the same over here. So duplicate that, tap transform, and snap that over there so the top of this snaps to the middle of that circle. And you should also have an orange line there to show that it's lined up properly. Then duplicate one of these shapes, tap transform, and flip it vertically. Bring it into the gap there, and again snap it to the middle of that circle, and you should be able to see from the grid lines that that is going into place there. Then work off one of these ones that hasn't been cut off, flip it vertically, and put that one in here like that. So you should have some kind of mad configuration that looks like that. The sun just decided to come out, so I've had to redo my lighting and blind situation. So if you're sure everything is in the right place, you could flatten these, but in case you need to go back, what I would suggest doing is to make copies by swiping down with 3 fingers and copying all, then come up to the top here and paste, and then you've got this to go back to if you need it. But you can hide that and then put all of these back on, swipe down with 3 fingers, copy all, swipe down again and paste. Let's put those 2 up the top, turn the background on, and then we can group and hide those. So let's turn both of these on, and what we're going to do is select this top layer. So tap on this, select, then invert the selection, tap on your blue layer, swipe down with 3 fingers and duplicate, and that should give you this wavy selection there. So I'll bring that up to the top, and with any luck this should be 3600 by 1350. What we're going to do is duplicate this down the canvas to make our rows of stripes now. So let's put all of this away in a group, and then so the first one we're going to duplicate and snap it halfway down itself. So you should see it's kind of snapping to 3 boxes down, and then this one at the bottom, duplicate that and snap it back up to the edge of the canvas. So you should have something that looks like that, and then you can keep duplicating this one down the canvas by halfway down its dimensions each time. This third one should also be snapping to the middle of the canvas, and then just keep repeating those down like this, and then the last one should snap down to the bottom there. Bring these 2 cut off ones next to each other, and you can pinch those together because these will need to be the same colour. So then we can alpha lock all of these, and then you can use different colours to fill these. So I'll keep the top and bottom ones blue, then maybe pink, and I'll turn the drawing guide off now. I'm going to change the background colour to something a bit darker. Use that kind of dark purple, and I put that in there if you want to use the same colours as me. And that already kind of looks pretty rad and groovy. If you wanted to just have no shading on it and just have a wavy pattern tile and play around with the colours, you could use that as your pattern tile. But let's have a look at how to put some shading on this and make it really 3-dimensional now. So add a new layer up the top here, and we're going to use a 50% grey, so double tap here, fill this layer and duplicate it 3 times. So this first one we're going to make 400 pixels wide, so uncheck the ratio and make it 400 pixels wide. Then this one we're going to make 200 pixels wide. And then this last one, 900 pixels wide. So hide those others for now, and the thinnest one, move it to the middle of the canvas, taking care to keep it centered vertically at least. It doesn't matter if it's slightly off center there because we're just going to put a blur on it, but you need to make sure that it's centered vertically at least. Go to your adjustments and go to Gaussian blur and put a Gaussian blur of about 15% on it. So drag across to somewhere around 15%. Duplicate that one and hide those for now. Now go to your 400 pixel one and move that into the middle in the same way. And we're going to put a Gaussian blur on that one of around 15 to 20%. duplicate that one 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, well, duplicate it 4 times so you've got 5 copies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can also hide those. Now take your 900 pixel box and snap it over to the edge here. We'll work across this way. So you snap it to the edge of the canvas there like that. Then duplicate it, tap transform and snap this one to the middle of the canvas like that. So you should have something that looks like this. I'm going to turn the opacity down on these so you can see what's happening underneath as we put the shading in. We're just using these for guides and these will eventually be hidden. So let's start with the 2 thinner blurs. So let's bring this one. And what we're going to do is make sure we've got the right layer selected. So you should have your thinner blur selected here. So snap one to the edge of this box like that, and the left edge of this should also be lined up with the middle of the canvas. Just make sure that's all centered there like that. Then we can grab this one and snap this one to the edge of the canvas like that. You can either leave those as 2 separate layers, or if you're sure they're in the right place, you can pinch those together, tap on the N and change the blend mode to color dodge, and you can see that gives that nice shiny highlight effect there. You can take the opacity down a little bit, maybe like something about 70% would work well for this. So now we're going to use these ones and start putting the shadowy bits in. So let's grab the first one, tap transform, and we're going to snap this to the right edge of that guide box. So it should snap there like that. Make sure it's also snapped vertically. Then turn the next one on, select that one, and we're going to snap it to the edge of this box here. So the middle of this one snaps to the edge of that box there. So these 2 here, again, you can leave them on separate layers, or if you're sure they're in the right place, you can pinch those together and change the blend mode to color dodge for this. Sorry, color burn. Change the blend mode to color burn, and again, take the opacity down to maybe like 70%. I'll hide the other shading layers for now. Turn this one on, and this first one, we're going to snap to the edge of the canvas like that. Then grab your other one, tap transform and snap this one over to this edge of the canvas. Then this last one, just make sure that one is still centered in the middle of the canvas there. Then you can pinch those together if they're in the right place and change the blend mode on this to color dodge and take this one down to maybe like 40%. So let's just go over that again. You should have, if I hide those, you should have this color dodge layer which we made with your 2 thin ones, and that should go there and there. Then you should have a color burn layer with the 2 thicker ones that goes on like this side of those waves, and then you should have a color dodge layer which goes there, there and there. So when you turn all of those on and combine them, is that everything on? And with these 2 layers off, you then have this really cool 3-dimensional wavy effect going on. So let's see how this is looking in repeat. Swipe down with 3 fingers and copy all. Swipe down again and paste. And let's group all of this up and then we can hide it. So we're just working with just this layer on show so that it doesn't mess up our snapping. Then tap transform, swipe this up into the middle there, and you should have 1800 and 2025. Duplicate, tap transform, snap this into the middle, and then just zoom in and make sure that you've got no gaps along there. Pinch those together, duplicate, and snap that down to the bottom there. Just check that middle seam as well. And that's how this crazy pattern is looking in repeat there. If fun geometric patterns like this are your thing, you might also enjoy my Skillshare class on making geometric patterns in Procreate using circles. New members can get 1 month free with the link below. That's it from me this week. Thank you for watching, have fun, stay creative, and I will see you soon.